Welcome everyone. My name is Susan and we're going to do a nice little 30-minute chair yoga class. Alright, so I want you to get comfortable on your chair. So when you pick your chair out, try to make sure that it's a fairly sturdy chair, okay, with a back. Alright, get comfortable on your chair. A couple things before we start. Breathing is in through the nose, out through the nose, nice, long, and smooth. All right, so do your best with that. And also, respect your limitations. Do what you can. If it doesn't feel good, or if you know it's going to aggravate a condition or cause you any pain, please, you don't have to do it. All right, you can try it, see how it feels, and make little adjustments. And I'll show you how to do that. All right. Lean back in your chair. Just sit back. Just relax your legs. We always start our class with a couple of minutes of breathing of pranayama. Prana is breath or life force. Pranayama is the breath control. So today we're going to sit in Gaya Mudra. So your index finger indicates knowledge and ability. Thumb represents your ego. Together, tip to tip, they represent or impart calm and receptivity. Resting comfortably, palm up on your lap. Sit back, relax the shoulders, close your eyes, and let's breathe. Continue on your own personal pranayama for the next 2 minutes. Relax your shoulders, just focus on the inhale, nice long and smooth. Always try and suspend your breath just for a couple of seconds before you exhale, and then exhale completely. So trying to find a rhythm with the breath. Every breath you take is long and smooth. And now is the time to drop your day and settle your mind, and to set an intention for your practice today. Focus on any situation in your life that needs guidance from your higher self. It's time to lower the heart rate, lower your blood pressure, and lower your anxiety level. Try to find stillness in mind and body. Slowly bring yourself out of your pranayama. Let's bring our hands together. Now, at this point, I'd like you to sit nice and tall in your chair. So let's really work on our being aware of our posture. So sitting nice and tall in your chair. And I want you to rub your hands together. Activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice, long, smooth breath together to tune out. Inhale. One more breath. And on your next exhale, I'd like you to drop 3 fingers. Keep the index fingers together, preparing for Jupiter Mudra. On your next exhale, let's come up. Now, depending on how your arms and shoulders feel, if you can't get all the way up here, you know what, just move your arms wherever feel. If you can only stay here, then just stay here. Don't worry about it, all right? Like I said, there's always room to make little adjustments in everything we do. Now, sitting nice and tall in the sit bones, let's reach up, let's wake up that physical body, let's wake up that spine. Breathing into Jupiter Mudra, which is good luck and expansion are activated when together focus your energies on breaking through barriers for one more breath. On the exhale, I want you to release the hands and get into a bit of a back bend, gentle, or reach up to the ceiling. And if you find your arms are tired, you can do the same thing with your hands on your hips if you like. One more breath. On the next exhale, slowly bring your arms down, very gentle with the shoulders. Bring your hands onto your knees, preparing for forward fold. Take your breath. And on the exhale, I want you just to slide your hands down the side of your legs. Bow your head around your back. You don't have to go far. Just come down a little bit. But just round your spine. Release the shoulders. Just keep your hands on the side of your legs. And like I said, if you're really tight or really stiff and you can't move a lot, don't worry. Just go as far as comfortable. Even if you're just right here. It doesn't matter. All right? Try to relax. Connecting with the breath, learning how to relax the body. And then we learn how to work on our stress and how to identify and release tension. And everything works together. On the next exhale, come up slowly. Hands on the lap, roll the shoulders out. Now remember to keep the breath going. Every breath you take the whole time we're together is nice and smooth and slow. So I'm going to try and cue you when to move. When I say on the next exhale or your next exhale is when I want you to try and move, okay, if you can. All right, let's do a gentle neck exercise before we go any further. So sitting nice and tall, hands on your lap, take your breath. On the exhale, I want you just to gently look to the left. Like I said, everything you do it very carefully and gently. Following the breath, don't force your body. Let's release the right side of the neck. Take a breath. On the exhale, bring your face forward. Let's go to the right. On the next exhale, just look slightly. Don't have to worry about exaggerating your movements. Any way you move is going to work. It's going to be beneficial to you. So I don't want you to feel like you have to really, force or whip your body around. That's not necessary. Exhale, come forward, take your breath. On the exhale, I want you just to tilt your head back and let's release the throat and the front of the neck. Breathe. One more breath. On the next exhale, bring your head to neutral position, preparing to bow your head. On the next exhale, and bow. Keep your back straight, shoulders are nice and loose, and let's just work on the top of the spine, the cervical spine. On the exhale, bring your head up. All right, perfect. Now let's do a shoulder shrug, big breath. On the exhale, bring the shoulders up as high as you can. I want you to hug your ears and just let's really get a nice stretch and let's release the tension that we hold in our upper back and our shoulders and our neck for one more breath. On the exhale, release the shoulders, let it go. You can feel the tension melting away. Perfect. Now I'd like you to just hold on to the side of the chair very lightly. So we're going to work on releasing the chest, the pectorals, opening up the ribs as well. So let's do a seated fish pose from here. Big breath. On the exhale, bring the shoulders up, bring the back, slide them down, and gently bring the shoulder blades together. You don't have to ram them together. Bring them together gently. Breathe. This is going to release. Start opening up the pectorals, releasing the front of the deltoid of the shoulder, opening up the ribs, opening up your heart center. Lots of room to breathe. This will really help you with your posture as well, releasing the tight chest. On the next exhale, bring the shoulders up, forward, and down. Perfect. Now let's put our hands onto our hips. Take your breath. On the exhale, I want you just to lean to the right. You don't have to go far. Make sure that your sit bones stay on the chair. Keep your back straight. Go as far as comfortable. And let's start stretching the left side of the body. One more breath. On the exhale, come up. Let's go to the left. Take a breath. Exhale. One more breath. Exhale up. Perfect. Hands on the lap. Roll the shoulders out. All right, so before we go any further, let's get into our mountain pose. So this is, so just let your arms hang down. Make sure that you're sitting nice and tall and proud on your sit bones. Shoulders are relaxed. Let your arms hang. Just like gravity, let those arms, draw those arms down. This is our mountain Tadasana. Now this is a neutral resting place. So anytime during the class, if you find there's a certain particular move or something that you're not too sure about, or it's going to, cause you pain or aggravate a condition, don't worry about it. Don't do it. Skip it. Come here. This way you can still keep the breath moving, because even if you're not going to do anything, you still want to focus on the sensations of the breath, the calming, soothing breath. And this is where you, even if you end up hanging out here half the class, it doesn't matter. For one more breath. On the exhale, hands on the lap, roll the shoulders out. Now I'd like you to roll them out. Keep the breath going. Roll them out as much as you can. Forward and backward. Loosen things up. Releasing the tightness. Getting the circulation. Decompressing the tight muscles, the nerves, the blood vessels. Perfect. All right, so I want you to reach out with the right arm, slightly bend it at the elbow. Left hand onto the right elbow. Now here we're going to do a nice shoulder stretch. So I'm going to give you a demo, and I'll give you a couple of different ways to do this. Now, if your arm is in this position, we're just going to pull on the shoulder gently. you can literally give yourself a hug. You can hold on to your shoulder. Now, depending on how your shoulders and your arms feel, if you find you want to do it here, here, or even down here, you find a place that feels just right. All right, so let's start. Left hand on the right elbow. You can keep your hand loose, or you can hold on to the left shoulder. Big breath. Exhale. Just gently give it a little pull. Keep your back straight. Try to release those shoulders. Keep them low. Breathe. And I want you to just think about how you feel right now in this moment. Pay attention to the position of your body, the part of the body you're working with, your breath. On the exhale, release. Let's see if we can do the other side. So reach out with the left arm, bend it slightly, right hand on the left elbow, and position your arm whatever feels best for you. And on the exhale, let your breath guide you. And on the exhale, release. Hands on the lap, roll it out. All right, perfect. So now we're going to start working some spine. All right, going to work our way down our body. So let's do a cat and cow. So I'm going to turn my chair a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to do a quick little demo here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hold on to my chair very, very lightly. Back is straight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to inhale as I look up to the ceiling. So I'm going to get a little bit of a C-scoop spine. I'm going to bring the chest out a bit. And then when I exhale, I'm going to arch the back. I'm going to bow my head and I'm going to round the shoulders. All right? So this is the cat and the cow. So this is really working on the flexibility of the spine, lengthening the spine, releasing upper back. This is a wonderful release for your lower back as well. So let's see if we can do it together. Straight spine, your neck is long and you should be looking forward. Let's go. Inhale up. And exhale. Keep going. Follow the breath. Inhale up. Don't worry if your spine is tight. Just do what you can. You don't have to worry if you don't have a lot of movement. Exhale. One more time. All the way. And exhale. And then bring yourself to straight neutral spine. All right, perfect. Hands on the lap, roll the shoulders out. So we're going to do that again, but now we're going to do one called the dancing cat. So this one here now is going to involve the leg. So let me show you quickly and I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen with your muscles. So we're going to do the same thing. You're going to inhale up, and when you exhale, I want you to lift the right foot off the floor. All right? So you might not get the same arch because you got to work your leg. So when you bring your leg off the floor, don't worry if it doesn't get very high, even if you barely get it off the floor. This is going to start working your thighs, your quads, your hip flexors, even into the buttock, pelvic floor, of course your abdominal muscles, all right? So a lot of other things going on here. So let's see if we can do that together. So we're going to try and do 2 on both sides, all right? Like I said, don't worry if you can't get your leg very high off the floor. Just try and get it off the floor if you can, all right? So again, hold on to the chair lightly, straight spine, let's go. Inhale up. Exhale, right foot off the floor. Inhale, put the foot down, come all the way up. Exhale. Come all the way up. Right foot's on the floor. We're going to go to the left leg now. Exhale. Just do what you can. Don't worry about it. And then put the foot on the floor. Inhale up and relax. All right, roll the shoulders out. Perfect. And that is our cat and cow and our dancing cat. So we get a little bit of work onto the thigh, onto the leg as well, all right? Comfortable on your sit bone. Let's prepare for a spinal twist. So we're still gonna work on that spine a little bit, all right? So left hand, actually, I'm gonna give you 2 ways to do this one here. First of all, I'll show you the first way, and then I'll give you an option for the other. So the left hand will be on the right knee. The right hand will be holding on just to the little side of the chair here. All we're going to do is you're just going to look to the right. That's it, all right? So if you want to go a little deeper, you can push on the knee a little bit to the left, or you can bring it out a little bit. All right, release it. So this is a gentle spinal twist. So be very careful and very gentle how you move your spine. If you have issues with your back, anything like that, be very gentle, be very careful. All right, now I'm going to give you another way to do this. So this is one way. If you want to add your legs, you can cross at the ankle, so the right ankle on top of the left, all right? Just like that, just relax them. There should be no pressure there at all. And you can do it this way. Now having the ankles crossed like that is just an extra stretch all the way up the side of the leg into the hip. It's very gentle. So if you prefer to do it this way, or if you want to try it this way, whatever feels good for you. I'm going to do it this way for this side, and I'll do it the other way for the other side. So left hand is still on the right knee, right hand onto the handle. All right. Big breath to center. Exhale, look over the shoulder. Now remember not to torque your back or your neck. If you can't go very far, don't worry about that. Keep your back straight. Shoulders are relaxed. Let's work on releasing the spine, keeping it flexible, agile, and supple. Releasing the nerves, the blood vessels, and the muscles up and down the spine. On the exhale, come back to center. And uncross the legs. Now, the other way, right hand on the left knee, left hand onto the little handle, or onto the side of the chair. And if you want to cross at the ankle, put the left one on top of the right one. This particular side, I'll keep my legs nice and straight. Now, if your legs are nice and straight, ankles and knees are nice and lined up, your legs are nice and relaxed. All right, ready? Take your breath. Exhale. And like I said, if you want to go a little deeper, you can press on the knee to the right. Always move on the exhale. If you decide you want to back up a little bit, that's fine. If you need to come out of it, please come out of it. You can make these adjustments, just whatever feels good for you. And as you get on in your practice, you're going to find your body's going to have to create the muscle memory in those engrams. You may be able to stay in the position a little bit longer, or maybe go a little deeper, or maybe not. It doesn't matter. It's not a race, not a contest. It's a journey that we're on together. There's no destination. Exhale, come back out. All right, perfect. Roll it out. All right. I want you to reach out with both arms. All right, now lower the shoulders. Just you don't have to have your arms out here. Bring them down here. Open up those fingers, and I want you just to let your hands fall at the wrist. All right? And just stay right here and breathe. Now from here, we're going to do some wrist rotation. So we're just going to roll them around 2 times one way, 2 times the other way. All right, so try not to move the arm if you can help it. If you want to bring your arms down a little lower, that's fine. So let's go. Inhale around. Exhale to center. Pause again. Very gentle. And then if you can, let's do the other way. Focusing on the wrists. All right, relax. Bring the hands up. And let's work those fingers now. So I want you just to take, we'll start with the left, and we're going to pull on each finger. Follow the rhythm of the breath. Gentle, releasing the tight fingers, decompressing the nerves, the blood vessels. A lot of people have issues with their hands and their fingers, so it's very important we pay attention to them. Be very gentle. If you have arthritis or stiff, tight fingers, it's so important that we keep them moving. All right, perfect. Once you finish your last one, I want you to stretch your hands out. Really lengthen them, really get a deep stretch into the palm of the hand. And then relax them and just let them go limp. And I want you to shake them out. Release the tension in the hands and the fingers. All right, perfect. And then if you want, you can wiggle your fingers around a little bit. Just wiggle them around. Play piano. Pretend you're playing piano if you'd like. Perfect. All right, hands in the lap, roll the shoulders out. Perfect. All right, let's work our way down to the ankles and the feet and the lower leg. So from here, I want you just to bring your feet out a little bit. All right, we're going to do the same thing with the ankles. We're going to do rotations in, rotations out. So I need you to bring your feet a little bit off the floor. Now make sure that you're aware of your posture always. So you're sitting nice and proud and comfortable on your sit bones. Your back is always straight. Your neck is long, level with your spine. All right, so try not to hunch over and bow your head. So try to be aware of your posture, all right? Now, hands on the lap, or if you want to hold on to the side of the chair, that's fine. All right, so from here, we're going to do the same thing. Let me show you. We're going to round, twice in and twice out. Now, focusing on the ankle. Try not to wiggle your whole leg. If your leg moves a little bit, not the end of the world, but try not to wiggle the whole leg. If you have to physically hold your leg, do that, okay? Focusing on the ankle, the foot, the lower leg muscles. So just get them off the floor a little bit. We'll do 2 in and 2 out. Ready? Let's go. Inhale around. Exhale. Again. And the other direction. So really getting a nice articulation of the ankle. It's stimulating the lower leg muscles as well. When you finish the last one, just let your foot land on the floor. Just relax. Let your knees go limp. Just relax. Let your arms hang down into mountain. Let's breathe. A couple of breaths just to release. Relax the legs, the ankles. One more breath. All right. Hands on the lap. And let's do one more. So from here, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to wiggle our fingers. We're going to play piano with our toes, I should say. So bring your feet slightly off the floor. Now, just getting your feet off the floor is working your abdominal muscles, believe it or not. Because, our legs are heavy, even down there at our feet. You need a lot of strength up here. So you're getting a little extra movement there, a little extra. So feet off the floor. All I want you to do is just play piano with your toes. If you want to round the ankles a little bit more, you can. If you want to go a little faster, you can. But keep your breath nice and slow and controlled. Wiggle those toes around. Articulate, move those toes. It's so important to keep them moving around too. And feet on the floor, back them up now. Perfect. All right, so from here, I need you to scooch up in your chair. Scooch up, all right? Now we're going to open up those legs nice and wide. Now, make sure that your sit bones are on the chair, you're comfortable, and I don't want you to feel that you're going to slide off your chair. Now, with your legs, open them up as wide as you can. Ankle and knee are nice and lined up, all right? Now your feet can be a bit of an angle. If it's more comfortable for you to have your feet straight, you can make that little adjustment, whatever is comfortable for you. Now having ourselves in this position, this is a gentle hip opener, sitting like this, all right? Releasing the inner thighs, the pelvic floor area, the buttocks, the tight glutes, all right? And of course, like I said, the hips. So we're gonna do a couple of things from here. So we're gonna do a nice goddess stretch. So what I need you to do, I'll do a quick demo and we'll see what we can do together. So the left forearm is just going to rest on your left thigh, just like that. Now my back is straight. I'll show you quickly, then I'll give you a couple of ways to do this. I'm going to reach up, and I'm just going to reach. For those of you who can, you can reach over. And then we're going to do it this, and then we're going to do this. All right? So when you bring your arm up, make sure that it's lined up to the side of your body, the side of your head. So I don't want you twisted forward or back, all right? And this is a lateral flexion of the spine, moving the spine from side to side, but also lengthening the side of the body as we work on the hips as well. Now, if you find bringing your arm up is going to be a bit of a challenge for you, put your hand right on your hip, and you can do the same thing, all right? So, ready? Forearm here, back is straight. Let's go. Right arm up. Inhale up. Now, if you can lean to the left, or just stay right here. Keep your back straight. Breathe. One more breath. On the exhale, bring the arm forward. Keep it shoulder height, or lower if that feels better, and reach. Keep the shoulders relaxed, keep your back straight. Let's get a nice stretch into that upper back. One more breath. Exhale, right hand onto the right knee. And on the exhale, I want you just to push away slightly, bring the right shoulder a little closer to the left knee. It's not going to get that close. But this is for your upper back, shoulders. You should feel it all the way down. Now you don't have to push on the knee very hard. Or at all, actually. Focus more on the shoulder. One more breath. Exhale, come up slowly. Bend the elbow if you need to. All right? Roll the shoulders out. Let's go to the other side. Right forearm resting here. Back, like again, I said, put your hand on your hip if you want. When we do the other two movements with your, you can do your shoulder like this. Like that, if you'd like. All right, let's go. Inhale up. And just stay right here with the straight spine, or if you can lean. Keep your back straight. All the while that breath is flowing. This is the same breath you started with 20 minutes ago. This is the same breath you had 5 minutes ago. One more. On the exhale, reach. Lower the shoulders, relax the shoulders. One more breath. Exhale, left hand on left knee. And on the exhale, push away. So see, I'm just moving my shoulder a little bit towards the knee. It's not a big movement, but it's just enough to get that stretch into the upper back. And if you're really tight, some people don't have to move very far to get the stretch. Some people have to go a little further, depending on how your body is set up and how you feel. So I don't want you to feel like you have to really give her. You don't have to. Sometimes just getting the position is all you need to be. You don't even barely have to move, and you're there. On the exhale, bend the elbow, come to center. Come up, forward. All right, roll the shoulders out. One more from here now, if you're still comfortable in this position. Let's do our child's pose, Balasana. Let's take a little rest, all right? So I'm going to give you two ways to do this. The first, the actual child's pose, is to come all the way down. And that's just to let your arms hang down. That's lengthen the spine. Now, if you find this going to make you dizzy, all right, it's not going to work for you if you have vertigo, high or low blood pressure, or head cold or anything like that. Put your arms right on your thigh and just kind of bow your head a little and just look at the floor and just try and relax, all right? So let's do it together. I'm going to do the full version on the exhale. And if you're in the full version, just like gravity, pull those arms down. This is lengthening your spine again, really releasing the shoulders, the upper back. This is the child's pose. This is a neutral position. It's a full body stretch, and it's a resting place. Breathe. Keep that breath going. And now's the time to thank yourself for taking this time to be here on your chair, to focus on your breath, the sensations of your body, maybe part of your self-care and your self-soothing, and just to maybe turn all the noises off for a little while. A little time for yourself. Re-energize, or maybe just to decompress and relax. For whatever reason brings you here today, it's all about you, and it always is. On the next exhale, come up slowly, reverse the blood flows so you don't get dizzy. Slow. All right, let's get those legs together finally. Walk them together, sit back in your chair, scooch all the way back. Now let's prepare for our closing Savasana meditation, relaxation, reflection time. However you choose to bring this into your practice today, hands on the lap, and just sit back. Now, I want you just to find a place in your chair where you can completely relax, maybe basically melt into your chair. You can, your legs fall open, you can let your arms hang down, you can bow your head any way you want to sit in your chair. And just relax, breathe, feeling calm, finding that little place of tranquility, serenity on your chair. Let your mind, your body, and your soul absorb the vibrations of the bells, bringing your own energies to its appropriate frequency. Slowly bring yourself back into the space, back into the room. Bring life back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And I'd like you to bring yourself back up to a straight seated position. So straighten that spine out, relax the shoulders. Let's bring our hands together. Let's rub them vigorously to activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune in. Inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sat Nam. Shante, Shante, peace, peace. May love and light be with you always. Namaste. All right. Yay, wonderful. All done. Nicely done, everyone, for our nice little short 30-minute class. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always absolutely my pleasure. I feel just as good as you do. So take it easy, take care of yourself, and remember these stretches, along with all the other ones we do in the different classes, do them anytime. Anytime you're sitting around, whatever you're doing, do a few stretches, lift your legs, do a twist. Keep yourself moving. Keep yourself nice and flexible. All right? Have a lovely day, and take it easy, and we'll see you soon.